Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dry Down. This is the channel where we aspire to enhance and elevate our olfactive sensory experiences through the understanding of the different aromas, facets, and nuances from scent cigars to wine. I'm your host, Chris. Welcome to the experience. Today we're going to get into one extraordinarily good tandem review series. This is going to comprise a wine that I've come to admire from Andre Mack, a sommelier who's opened his own wine business out of Oregon. This is O.P.P, a great acronym for a wine name. And then secondly, we want to talk about some extraordinarily good, spicy, sweet fragrances that are going to come. They give great allure, great contrast in breaking the cold weather, and they also have great sex appeal. If this sounds like the type of content you think you'll enjoy, pull up a seat, pour a glass, and let's enhance. Okay, first off, guys, we're going to get into a beautiful benzoin-based fragrance that I've come to have some of the most astonishing compliments given to me in any of my perfume wearing stories. This is a scent that is done by Sommelier Andre Mack O.P.P. It's Tango by the House of Masque out of Milano. This fragrance is one, if you are a fan of ambery, sweet fragrances that have a deep floral heart, this is certainly a fragrance that you need in your wardrobe and your collection. It is one that I've come to admire because of its heart. The heart is built off a cumin, patchouli, and jasmine sambac accord that are such beautiful and alluring combination of fragrance notes. The base of this fragrance led by sweet clove absolute, amber, like a yellow amber, not gray amber, not ambergris, but yellow amber, one of the sweetest, most warming and enveloping benzoin notes, which come into contrast as a cooling note, or warming note I should say. They come into contrast with the opening of this fragrance, which was brought in with bergamot, spicy black pepper, and cardamom. So this is a fragrance here that, as I said, I've come to admire because of the complement factors that came along with this particular fragrance. It is one, if you enjoy jasmine sambac and cumin, it has a slight tinge of that sweat, that sex appeal that cumin brings, but it doesn't go overboard. It never drowns out any of the other notes, but it makes it very sensual and sexy. And that is Tango by the House of Masque Milano, done by Sommelier Andre Mack O.P.P. Beautiful fragrance. All right, everyone. Now, next, I want to bring to your attention one of the most beautiful tobacco fragrances that are. I must say, it's a fragrance. When I say tobacco, I don't mean just tobacco. This thing is laden with some of the most fantastic, warm, sweet accords, along with that tobacco that makes it so appealing. It has a opening. It's non-transitional. I'll say this fragrance, that one thing about it that I kind of dislike. There's no transition. What you get in the opening, which is a blast of the essential oils and fragrance accords that make it the most desirable smell that you can ever put on your skin. But it never transitions. I would like to see this fragrance particularly have a transition period, but that's an opinion of mine. When people smell this particular fragrance on you, they go head over heels. It is an extraordinary where when you put it on, all of the fragrance notes run concurrent together. You have cinnamon, tobacco, a spicy, sexy, leathery suede saffron accord, a beautiful rum, sandalwood, and vanilla with a hedione. And that hedione is a synthetic molecule that is supposed to be, I'm told, a pheromone affecting fragrance note or accord. And I must say, when I wear this fragrance and I'm out in public, if I'm going somewhere that is a bar lounge style of outing, this is one that I pull out when I want to have compliments. If I'm at the bar and I want to go walking past and reaching past the bar and I want to get compliments from strangers, Side Effect is the fragrance for that particular occasion. Great for lounges, great for loungewear, great for first dates. This is a beautiful cinnamon tobacco, boozy, vanillic wonder. And this is why I wear Side Effect. Great fragrance. And so guys, third off, what I want to introduce to you, this is a fragrance that I got on my radar in mid 2022. It came on my radar from a video that I got from Kevin Samuels. Watching him on that video, it very much so intrigued my interest in this fragrance, but I didn't jump at the opportunity to buy it because I can't sample this particular fragrance anywhere on the market. It then came on my radar from a secondary YouTuber who was a good person on YouTube, Darren the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. He started to go basically telling everyone that this was the fragrance to get in the upcoming season for fall and winter. And at that point, knowing those two gentlemen and how their taste started aligned with mine, I had to go out and step out and get this fragrance. I went on the website, and as you can see, this is just a tube that has the name written on it. And what they're offering on their website at the Hypnotist, or the Harmonist, I'm sorry, the Harmonist.com, they're offering their fragrance as refills. And I jumped at the opportunity to purchase it because it was a more economical purchase for me. It was a blind buy that I didn't want to leap at. But when I saw that at half the price, the full 50 ml of the Harmonist Hypnotizing Fire, and yes, I kept that under wraps for a reason, because that's exactly what it is. You can go out and buy the Hypnotizing Fire perfume, put it inside of a Amazon decant bottle, and have the perfect fragrance to wear any time during the fall and winter seasons. This is by far one of the most gorgeous fragrances that I've ever smelled in my entire life. This is a perfume that is done by, I'm going to butcher the name because I can't pronounce it really. It's Guillaume Flagini or Flavini. That perfumer knocked this particular fragrance out of every ballpark in the United States of America. This fragrance is built on an opening of pimento, blackberry, I'm saying that wrong, forgive me. Pimento, black pepper, and clove. And that spiciness transitions into a Bulgarian rose that is so beautifully done. It is sweetened up with praline and also has a slight, the fragrance accords in this one, for me, I couldn't even mention how they don't do it justice. Let me say this. I'll tell you what exactly it is, top, mid, and heart. He put in pimento, black pepper, and clove in the top. In the mid, he put praline, Bulgarian rose, and patchouli. And in the base notes, he put vanilla, opoponax, and sweet benzoin. And in this fragrance, my goodness, I wore this since the purchase and in the winter and fall season maybe 7 times, and each time I wore this, I got an over the top, just the comments and commentary that come off this fragrance. Some can be I can't even say it on YouTube, some of the stuff I've heard when wearing this particular fragrance. Now for me, what I get, I'll tell you what I get and what I think everyone is attracted to. The sweetness in this, and the warm balsamic opoponax, along with that warm sweet Bulgarian rose, is an accord of fragrances that are undeniably beautiful. And when I was sitting back thinking today, what can I actually give relative information on this fragrance to tell people what it smelled like and how it came off on my skin? If I was to tell you this, you would think I was lying. But this is exactly what I get, and in my opinion, and what makes it one of the most beautifully done fragrances on the market. To be a wingman, a first date, a companion, anything. If you want to talk about liquid courage, that's liquid courage. That fragrance right there, the Harmonist Hypnotizing Fire, is one of the most alluring and attractive damn fragrances I've ever smelled. And so what I'm saying here is what I get in the opening is that the spicy, sweet rose that you'll get in Dior's Amber Nuit. All right? And then the transitioning of it takes me to the loving, beautiful part that everyone adores about Straight to Heaven by Killian, which is that rum, sweet patchouli smell with that slight cedary woods, right? And then third, what I get is the alluring and mysterious, sweet, herbaceous apopanax that you get from not Lyric Man, but Interlude Man from Amouage. So you can imagine that as a fragrance accord or a fragrance. I mean, it's spectacular, extraordinary. Those three fragrances is what I get from this as a whole. And it is giving me some of the most pleasurable wearing experiences in my fragrance journey. Like I said, it came off the radar for me between Kevin Samuels and my main guy down there, Darian, the Bowtie Fragrances. If you're watching this video, my man, appreciate you. Love the content you're putting out. And I put this in this decant bottle. Actually, I used two of them because these are 30 mils. Spray, the atomizer are great on these. You can pick those up on Amazon, a 6-pack for like $12, $13 sometimes. But that is, once again, the Hypnotizing Fire. And it is half the cost of purchasing a bottle when you get the refill decant. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the pour. What I have here for you guys is a very nicely done Pinot Noir by Maison Noir Winery. This wine is brought to us by Sommelier Andre Mack, who is a great sommelier. Has been on my radar since 2012 when he made his first TED Talk. And he's a guy out of New Jersey who has opened up his own winery out in Oregon. And this is his particular Pinot Noir, as I stated, done by Maison Noir Winery. It is a 13% ABV wine. It is done out of the Willamette Valley, and it is, of course, the grape is Pinot Noir. If you have allergens or things like that, look out for this wine because it does contain some sulfates. The color of this wine is spectacular. It is almost a ruby red garnet color. If you watch the legs, has very, very good alcohol content in there. This is a wine, and it smells fantastic. You get raspberry, you get earthy, like a tart, earthy cherry note. There's a slightness of currant, some blackberry, slight hints of strawberry in this particular wine. It is very good to have as a dinner wine. Nice tannins. High acidity on this wine. Light to medium body. Great flavors on the tongue and the mouthfeel. I'm trying to see there's a tartness to it. I'm trying to pick up on. It's almost like a candied raspberry. That's what I'll say exactly. To me, this Pinot Noir is earthy. It's gentle on the wall, the walls of the mouth. The body is light to medium, high acidity. This is one that I would find elegant to, elegant in the atmosphere of a small dinner party. It is hints of, it has a spice to it as well. That's why I love this stuff, man. You get so many different nuances and facets when you start to drink these wines and smell these fragrances and smoke these cigars. This is why I do this, man. This is just my opinion of things that I love and try to share with you. And as I sit here now, I'm getting like different things that I've had and trying to reference point it. And I taste so many different things. So in this one now, I'm tasting like a hint of almost like an earthy spice to it or herbaceous spice to it. Maybe also a green pepper. I'm saying like an earthy green pepper, like that bell pepper that you will find in some wines. It's a very good tasting wine. This is very, very good tasting. Like I said, hints of raspberry, cranberry, currant, deep red fruits is what you get in this with hints of earthiness, some chocolate. Some chocolate as well. Some chocolate as well. So that's my opinion. This is a great tasting Pinot Noir. It's light in the body. As I repeat myself, I'm trying to get the point across to you. Light in the body Pinot Noir. Great red to purple fruits. Slight hints of herbaceous spices. And it's good for anything lighter in taste and feel, like maybe a salad, as well as a herbaceous chicken meal, or a mustard herbaceous, some style of salmon or something like that, like a meaty. I wouldn't do this with a red meat, in my opinion. I would take this more of a salmon, more of a braised, not braised, but grilled chicken with herbs on it. I think that would go great with this particular wine. And that's my opinion on other people's Pinot Noir. I love the way he did that. He has some great names for his wines out there in Oregon. A great guy, great sommelier, and that is Maison Noir's O.P.P. Chocolate, raspberry, candied cherries, tart, great mouthfeel, great aromas. One that you should get your mouth, lips, and taste on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is my experience for today. I hope that you got something great of entertaining or educational value out of this particular video. And if you did, I ask only that you hit the like button. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the section below. If you ask either my subscribers or see them on there, because we're all in the same community, you will see that I get right back with people with any comments that you leave, because I love the community that we want to build here. I'm your host, Chris. Welcome to the experience. We're going to get this thing rolling once again. And as I always say, keep your heads up, stay on your grinds, and we're going to stay blessed. You guys have a great, great week. Talk to you in the next video.